When the Führer says, wie ist der Master Race? Wie heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace. So wie heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. When Herr Goebbels says, we own the world in space. Wie heil, heil, right in Herr Goebbels' face. When Herr Göring says, they'll never bomb this place. Wie heil, heil, right in Herr Göring's face. Are we not the Superman? Aryan pure Superman.
Ja, wie ist der Superman?
Super duper Superman.
Is this Nazi land so good? Would you leave it if you could?
Ja, das Nazi land is good. We would leave it if we could.
We bring the world new order. Heil Hitler's world new order. Everyone of foreign race will love the Führer's face when we bring to the world disorder. When the Führer says, wie ist the master race? We heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace. So we heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Führer says, wie ist the master race? Wie heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace. So be heil, heil, right in the Führer's face.
The Führer says, wie ist the master race? The heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace. So the heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. When Herr Goebbels says, we own the world in space. The heil, heil, right in Herr Goebbels' face. Then Herr Göring says, they'll never bomb this place. The heil, heil, right in Herr Göring's face.
Is we not the Superman?
Aryan Führer Superman?
Ja, we is the Superman.
Super duper Superman.
Is this Nazi land so good? Would you leave it if you could?
Ja, this Nazi land is good.
We would leave it if we could.
We bring the world new order.
Heil Hitler's world in order.
Everyone of foreign race will love the Führer's face. Then we bring to the world disorder. Then the Führer says, we never will be slaves. The heil, heil, but still we work like slaves. While the Führer brags and lies and rants and raves. The heil, heil, and work into our graves. When the Führer yells, I gotta have more shells. The heil, heil, for him we make more shells. If one little shell should blow him right through. The heil, heil, and wouldn't that be swell? When the Führer says, wie ist the master race? The heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. Not to love the Führer is a great disgrace. So the heil, heil, right in the Führer's face. So the heil, heil, right in the Führer's face.
Private Jackson had a girl he fondly called Bo Peep. Now Jackson didn't have a car, so drove by in a Jeep. They took a ride, the time flew by, and Jackson was in heaven. Till Jackson cried, Bo Peep, my Jeep's gotta be in camp by 11. So little Bo Peep has lost her Jeep and don't know where to find it. Her soldier boy took it back to camp and left Bo Peep behind it. It didn't have doors, the seats were hard, but Bo Peep never minded. It didn't ride like a Cadillac, she wondered who designed it. Roller coasters nearly killed her, aeroplanes, they never thrilled her. But with Jackson at the wheel, she got that Jeep appeal. Now little Bo Peep wants to find her Jeep and find her soldier chappie. If he comes chug-chuggy in his old Blitz buggy, Bo Peep will be happy. Little Bo Peep has lost her Jeep, her boyfriend made an error. He let her drive, goodness sakes alive, that Bo Peep, she's a terror. With throttle pushed down, she tore through town, the red lights didn't stop her. The soldier knew that they both were through when she sideswiped the coppers. Now little Bo Peep, she's lost her Jeep. Oh my, why must her joy end? Now her little Jeep is laying in a heap, and the guardhouse has her boyfriend.
You should see me out in France, wearing my tin hat. With shot and shell, it's worse than, well, it's even worse than that. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. French girls make a fuss of me. I'm not French if you can see, but I know what they mean when they say wee wee down on the Maginot Line. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. The enemy we had to chase, but my gun got out of place. I went and shot the colonel in the base, down on the Maginot Line. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. At night myself to sleep I sing, to my old tin hat I cling. I have to use it now for everything, down on the Maginot Line. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. Suddenly a pain I felt, a doctor on my tummy dealt. He slapped a poultice underneath me belt, right on the Maginot Line. Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. Hitler can't kid us a lot, his secret weapon Tommy Rod. You ought to see what the sergeant's got, down on the Maginot Line, down on the Maginot Line. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. The army life is fine. French girls make a fuss of me. I'm not French as you can see, but I know what they mean when they say wee wee down on the Maginot Line. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. The enemy we had to face, but my gun got out of place. I went and shot the colonel in the face, down on the Maginot Line. Now the truth and nothing else. Now imagine me in the Maginot Line, sitting on a mine in the Maginot Line. Now it's turned out nice again, the army life is fine. Hitler can't kid us a lot, his secret weapons don't me rot. You ought to see what the sergeant's got down on the Maginot Line.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys who will stop your gun. We are the boys who will cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready to be done. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Underneath the lantern by the barricade, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. 'Twas there that you whispered tenderly that you loved me, you'd always be my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marley. Time would come for roll call, time for us to part. Darling, I'd caress you and press you to my heart. And there, neath that far-off lantern light, I'd hold you tight, we'd kiss goodnight, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marley. Orders came for sailing somewhere over there. All confined to barracks was more than I could bear. I knew you were waiting in the street. I heard your feet, but could not meet, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marley. Resting in a billet just behind the line, even though we're parted, your lips are close to mine. You wait where that lantern softly gleams, your sweet face seems to haunt my dreams, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marley, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marley.
the grand cavalcade. For the girl who loves a soldier is in love with the right kind of man. When he says, fall in, my darling, well, she falls in his arms while she can. She simply can't refuse him. Oh, how she'd hate to lose him. For the girl who weds a soldier is the girl who adores a parade. She becomes herself a soldier. She's a part of the grand cavalcade.
Has provided some problems that have worried us all quite a lot. How can we live when the price of our food is 14 and threepence per dollar? But the thing that worries me and the whole darn family is where can poor Pa go in the blackout? Where can poor Pa go at nights? He can't find his way to his favourite club. He can't find his pals because he can't find the pub. So where does poor Pa go in the blackout? He stays home and glares at the kids. He grumbles at mother, she grumbles at him and says, well, go out, I'm not keeping you in. So father goes out in the blackout, although he's falling rain. And just as he gets out, then off goes the siren, so he comes right home again. Where can poor Pa go in the blackout? Where can poor Pa go at nights? There aren't any pools and he doesn't play nap. His coat's in the tool shed, he can't find his cap. So what does Pa do in the blackout? He sits home and mopes by the fire. He can't spend his money and mother knows that. She takes it all from him to buy a new hat. So father he curses the blackout and says it will drive him insane. He pops his head out and then off goes the siren, so he pops it back again. We know where the flies go. We've all known that hole once a year. And most of our lads have by now found the daughter of Mamselle from volunteers. But there's one thing must remain, so I ask you once again, what can poor Pa do in the blackout? What can poor Pa do at night? If he gets to the pub, well, it's 10p a pint. It costs him at least 30 bob to get tight. So what does Pa do in the blackout? He just sits at home and looks glum. He started on fretwork, he painted the bar, but mother said we didn't half laugh, and father was out in the blackout. And mother screamed out with the pain, and as soon as he heard it, he thought it was the siren, so he rushed right home again. Where can poor Pa go in the blackout? Where can poor Pa go at nights? His pals are all stuck in their homes just like him. They cannot get out, so they gotta stop him. So what can poor Pa do in the blackout? He says that it's driving him mad. He puts on the wireless, and what does he get? Just haw-haw and boo-hoo, and they're pretty wet. So he tries to go out in the blackout, but he goes and falls right down the drain. He limps back to mother, and she tells him he's drunk, and so he limps right out again.
just a teenage he's made a mistake. Saying the Mediterranean was an Italian lake. Now must be reckoned as Pope Paul II, his boast that in Greece he would win. Now every day is Iranian. What price that bristly chin? Oh, what a surprise for the Duce. Can't put it over the Greeks. Oh, what a surprise for the Duce. They do say he's had no spaghetti for weeks. His troubadours advance with roars of viva, oh viva. In armored cars they strung guitars till frilly white skirts played the deuce with black shirts. Oh, what a surprise for the Duce. He can't put it over the Greeks. Il Travatore once caused a furore, but Musso has no time for this. He's too busy with his portfolio, sorting out men to dismiss. He's got a mania, they're out in Albania, that someone has certainly earned. That is why Marshal Badoglio had to be given the bird. Oh, what a surprise for the Duce, the Duce. You can't put it over the Greeks. Oh, what a surprise for the Duce. They do say with Adolf, his name simply reeks. Despondent are the famed Italian tenors. Sopranos sneeze on their tapis, of mezzos no trace and a bomb on each bass. Oh, what a surprise for the Duce, the Duce. You can't put it over the Greeks. For the Duce, he can't put it over the Greeks. Through the seas, cross the border to St. Louis, a farm on the British countryside. There lived a man with a horse and a couple of geese, just trying to get by with a handful of nothing. Was born to be a loner, yet he was the finest man on earth. And when the law came one day and wanted him to pay, he looked them in the eyes and said, I wish that I can give you what you want, but something out of nothing is still nothing. All I can offer you is my belief, and as a true man of God, they know you believe me. Ever since the day he was known as the man on the British countryside, he died alone with his horse and a couple of geese. At least he left his family. Through the fields, cross the border to St. Louis, a farm on the British countryside. There lived a man with his horse and a couple of geese, just trying to get by with a handful of nothing. He was born to be a loner, yet he was the finest man on earth. And when the law came one day and wanted to get paid, he looked them in the eyes and said, I wish that I can give you what you want, but something out of nothing is still nothing. All I can offer you
are the same in this world. I didn't know just days ago. Now I am lost in the quatre d'or. What could go possibly wrong today? Sun's coming down, the air's getting thick. It's summer. Dew in the grass, mist in the fields, like a movie. Riding my bike without tears or doubts, knowing that I will see you tonight. Say that you're mine, darling, and yours. Rain is still here, the mockingbird sings from afar. Curving and changing, the parts are the same in this world. I didn't know just days ago. Now I am lost in the quatre d'or. What could go possibly wrong today? Then, like there's no tomorrow, and make sure life gets you where you wanna go. The sun in my eyes, the wind in my hair, it's summer. Shimmering trees in a field that I can hear after. Riding my bike, glen to glen, knowing this war is about to end. What could go possibly wrong today?
There's a track winding back to an old fashioned shack along the road. Guns the guy, where the blue guns are growing and the bottom fish is flowing beneath the sunny sky. Where my daddy and mother are waiting for me at the mountain of my childhood. What's more I will see, then no more will I roam when I'm heading right for home along the road to Gunderguy.
Hello, old-timer. How's things? They're pretty crook. Things must be pretty crook round these parts, mate. What with no rain for your stock and them all dying, you must be having a pretty crook spot. But you ain't got it all on your own, blimey no. The other day I asked a bloke if he had any old clothes he didn't want. Sprucely took a look at me and said, "Ain't them you got on old enough?" Yes, things is pretty crook, all right. I knocked on a bloke's door the other day, and when the missus comes out, I get down on me hands and knees and started eating the grass. I said, "Missus, I'm not hungry, I'll eat grass." She said, "You poor man, go round the back, it's much longer." Yes, things is crook, all right. Well, suppose I'd better be jogging along. Hooray, mate, hooray. I'll see you again.
大将たるも
活やたちまち撃滅の勝ち時上がる太平洋。ここは侵略100年の野望のここに覆す。今決戦の切り株。ゆくやか僕の他は叫ぶ大砲は一発実力乱暴。散ってくやき大和玉。今陣中の時来たる。よやさんたる皇国の歴史を守る大決意。前線銃後一丸に燃えて轟くこの歩調。今皇国の時来たる。いざや戦う中国のアジアを落とす大使命。断固上々と正義を貫く鉄石心。今決戦の時来たる。
気流だ雲だ上がるぞかけるぞはてのごとく爆音正しく行動辞して輝く翼よ光と競え幸福日本空ゆく我ら記憶動揺申す嵐だ雨だきらめくプロペラ真っ先かけて三国に捧ぐる惜しき命無敵の翼よはつらつこぞれ年は尽きぬ精鋭我ら地上はるかに南だ北だ攻るも守るも縦横無尽戦闘爆撃大戦にゴマの翼よ電波と震え永遠の空を制する我ら空を開かん希望だ道だ七つのうな 紳士の素さよ世界をしのげ国威鬼の和光ど我ら愛より大きい大空に大空にたちまち開く百戦の真っ白き花の花模様宮かさん捧げてくいる奇襲隊この青空も敵の空この山川も敵の陣この山川も敵の陣敵撃祭のマイクだる